Zero waste is a lifestyle where you avoid producing more waste than can fit in a mason jar in 1 year's time. This project was born out of a desire to reduce waste. I was writing about car seats and wondering what the best way was to dispose of them when I came across a disassembly video on YouTube. People don't like to throw out car seats even if they aren't ecologically minded. We collected about 15 car seats and thought we would pit dads against each other to disassemble them into their fabric components, their metal components, their styrofoam components, as well as the bulky plastic.
All right, John, what's your strategy?
I'm gonna take the who's what's it and the sausage wazzle. I'm gonna cut it apart, I'm gonna break it up. I'm gonna take all those pieces, I'm just gonna throw them where they go. I got tools.
Boy, I hope John with his reciprocating saw. That would just validate everything.
All right, are we ready? Sure. All right, ready, set, go.
The idea behind the project was definitely that it would be a competition, and it started out that way, but quickly turned into just a lot of smashing and commiserating over the difficulties of disassembling car seats. I have to say that one of the things that was most surprising to me was how joined all of the components are, and how a lot of times a single screw or a single metal component would make it really difficult to take apart the entire car seat. John really liked tools and really liked to smash things, and he had an unfortunate incident where he hit himself in the shin with a sledgehammer. We did not catch that on video. So if you try this at home, be sure to be really careful and use some shin guards if you use a sledgehammer.
Some of the car seats were actually relatively straightforward to take apart. Like this one here, there was fabric, straps, Phillips head screws, and some pretty standard parts. So that was nice. But others took a lot more of a beating and were much harder to get apart. They had integrated or laminated metal and plastic. So it really depended a lot on which car seat in terms of how to take it apart.
When we planned this, we thought the car seat disassembly would start around 4 o'clock and that we would be done by 5 in time to start dinner at 5:30, but we were still going strong at 6 p.m. I was surprised how long it took, though we did go through a lot of car seats. If I were planning something like this again, I would allot quite a lot more time. One of the most surprisingly useful tools that was necessary was a pair of scissors. John didn't bring a pair of scissors. He ended up using kid scissors.
If I were to take apart car seats again, I'd definitely get like a reciprocating saw like John had. Don't be afraid to get some of the metal parts out with it. They really get stuck and integrated. So being able to resort to that when you really need it. Sometimes you didn't for some car seats, but when you did, it really came in handy.
Ella walks out here and goes, Mark is doing something?
He was like, I'm taking pictures.
Out of this original pile of car seats, there were only 3 car seats that we weren't able to disassemble because they had too much metal and plastic mixed together. This is one of them. It was a holy terror. So we gave up and chucked it. There was also a small pile of mixed metals and plastics. Otherwise, we were able to recycle everything at Eco Park, including the bulky plastics, styrofoam, and scrap metal. There was one piece of styrofoam that was black that they wouldn't take. But otherwise, we diverted quite a lot of car seats from the landfill, which we're really excited about. So I hope that you are able to take this information and disassemble your car seats for recycling.
Can you sit on it? Let me see. Perfect.
Ready for my exit video?